For centuries, the number 13 has been labeled as unlucky, ominous, or something to avoid. But what if 13 was never meant to be feared? What if 13 is one of the most powerful numbers in the sacred architecture of life? The human body tells a different story about 13. There are approximately 13 lunar cycles in a solar year. The average menstrual cycle mirrors the lunar rhythm. Many ancient cultures honored the moon as a symbol of feminine wisdom, intuition, and cyclical power. 13 represents cycles rather than straight lines, creation rather than domination, intuition rather than control, regeneration rather than permanence. It is the number of living rhythm, lunar intelligence. In a solar year, there are 12 months, but nearly 13 full moons. Some indigenous and ancient cultures recognized a 13-moon calendar, aligned more closely with the natural cycles of the earth and the body. 13 speaks to flow, renewal, inner knowing, and the unseen forces that shape life. It is deeply connected to feminine intelligence, not as a gender, but as an energetic principle of receptivity, gestation, and creation. Over time, especially in Western superstition, 13 was reframed as unstable or negative. Buildings skipped the 13th floor. Friday the 13th became a cultural warning. Yet, often, what is labeled as unlucky is simply what cannot be controlled. The feminine principle, cyclical, intuitive, embodied, does not conform to rigid systems. It moves like the moon. It transforms. It cannot be neatly contained. When systems prioritize linear hierarchy and rigid order, cyclical power can appear threatening. But disruption is not danger. It is evolution. Numerologically, 1 plus 3 equals 4, and 4 represents foundation, structure, and stability. So 13 is not chaos. It is transformation that leads to grounded structure. It is the rhythm that rebuilds the world. It is the pulse of life that says, nothing is static, everything renews. To reclaim 13 is to reclaim the wisdom of the body, the sacredness of cycles, the power of renewal, the intelligence of intuition, the sovereignty of creation. It is not a dark number, it is a creative number. It is the number of the womb, the number of rebirth, the number of the spiral. And in a spiral journey of ascension, 13 is not outside the system. It is the frequency that allows it to regenerate. Take a pause. Place one hand over your heart and one over your womb or lower belly. Breathe slowly and ask yourself, where in my life am I completing a cycle? Where am I being invited to regenerate rather than push forward? What does renewal feel like in my body? What would it mean to spiral deeper instead of striving higher? Allow your answers to emerge gently. The 13th frequency is not dramatic, it is steady. It does not shout, it hums.